What's going on, agents? It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and I'm back with another weekly weaponry vendor reset top picks video. Unlike other division content creators, I will not be visiting every vendor, but instead focusing on which vendors have the best weaponry for sale this week. Weaponry stats and damage rolls really are my specialty, and I know many of you turn to my reviews to make informed decisions as to which weapons to purchase and equip. For this week's episode, I found 6 weapons that are worth taking a look at. First up this week is a black market SASG-12S for sale at the West 34th Street DZ vendor that comes with the unforgiving, swift, and accurate weapon talents. Base damage rolls for the SASG can range from 46,360 up to 54,424, with this SASG coming in at 53,339, placing it in the 87th percentile for damage rolls among SASGs. In addition, the stagger percentage of 347% is above average for a shotgun. The SASG is popular right now for PvP, as the stagger mechanics can incapacitate a charging enemy from accurately aiming at you. Unforgiving and swift are actually quite good, and I would consider rolling away accurate for a more damage-friendly talent like competent. Next up is the Historian M1A marksman rifle for sale at the special equipment vendor in the terminal. This week it comes with competent, determined, and the standard historian talent of history repeats, along with a rather low 148% headshot damage multiplier. The historian base damage rolls were reduced from 1.5 to 1.6 and now ranges from 20,454 up to 24,010, with this week's offering falling in at 23,573, placing it in the 88th percentile for damage rolls among historians. Determined would be the only talent I would look to recalibrate, as competent and the standard history repeats talent are both strong. At the Park Avenue Dark Zone vendor is a tactical ACR that comes with the commanding, swift, and ferocious weapon talents, along with a 23% enemy armor damage percentage. Damage rolls for the ACR range from 8,863 up to 10,404, and this ACR comes in at 10,288, placing it in the 92nd percentile for damage rolls among ACRs. ACRs offer decent rate of fire and are easier to control than an M4, and for this particular ACR, I would look to instantly recalibrate commanding away for something more useful for PvE work like unforgiving. At the DZ3 Safehouse is a Vector 45 ACP that comes with the competent, determined, and brutal weapon talents, along with a high 22% critical hit chance percentage. Damage rolls for the Vector range from 8,522 up to 10,004, and this Vector falls in at 9,939, placing it in the 96th percentile for damage rolls among Vectors. I am currently using a Vector for PvP and Last Stand, and it is more than capable of winning CQC gunfights. Competent and brutal are both excellent talents, and I would look to recalibrate determined for responsive or unforgiving. This week's toss-up pick is an AK-47 for sale at the East 31st Street DZ vendor that comes with the determined, commanding, and talented weapon talents, along with a high 23% enemy armor damage percentage, which is 1 point away from being perfect. Base damage rolls for the AK range from 10,909 up to 12,805, and this AK comes in at 12,786, placing it in the 99th percentile for damage rolls among AKs. What makes this AK my toss-up pick for this week is the skill power centered weapon talents, as both determined and talented are tied to skill power. However, it has nearly a perfect enemy armor damage percentage and base damage rolls. You will need to be the judge on this purchase. This week's Got to Have It pick is not actually a weapon, but is the blueprint for the lightweight M4, for sale for the first time that I can remember at the blueprint vendor in the terminal. This is the blueprint that you want, agents, as it is the strongest assault rifle in the game for both PvP and PvE. Now, before I start receiving comments about how the lvoa-c is the strongest AR in the game, it comes from the same family of M4 rifles that include the Police, Lightweight, Liberator, M4, and lvoa-c, and these weapons will fire and handle nearly identical. Seriously, agents, you need to snatch up this blueprint before it is removed from the vendor reset for this week. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts on my weapon vendor top picks for this week. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. In addition, if you could take the time to rate the video with a huge thumbs up, it would be greatly appreciated. If you want some more LtBuzzLitebeer and my Division content in your life, make sure to pound that sub button and follow me on Twitter at LtBuzzLitebeer. If you have questions about any weapon in the Division, look no further than my comprehensive weapon review playlist to answer any and all of your questions. And remember, for my channel, likes, comments, subs are loved. Until my next The Division video, this has been LtBuzzLitebeer saying peace out.